How you doing? Corey Tucker here. I had a hard time getting to sleep last night. I tossed and I turned and there was just so much running through my mind. If you haven't been watching the news and you don't know what's going on, there was another black man killed. George Floyd was killed earlier this week. And the news coverage has been insane. And I don't want to do another video that just rehashes everything that is on the news cycle. So we're going to do something a bit different. We want to inspire you in a different way. This song I'm going to share with you, we wrote a couple times, we released a couple times, but I think it's fitting right now. We wrote it with all this madness going around, especially the Black Lives Matter and the police killings. So take a look at this video, and then we're going to talk about how I feel about everything that's going on.
I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land.
'Cause the world ain't free. It's not what it seems when you take a look around. Swear to God it must be found, 'cause the world ain't free. It's not what it seems when you take a look around. They want division in your town.
This humid jungle air, well, it strangles my lungs. I gasp as the tear gas fills my lungs. This wild, wild, crazy war, it rages on around me. Bullets, billy clubs, and spit, and all the venomous hate being slung. Oh my God, we need to stay strong and not let violence, division of color, creed, and race divide us and allow hatred to win. You see, we have to fight for what is right. It's never ever too late to begin to fight this darkness from this old beautiful light from within. But you don't hear me
'Cause
now.
the world ain't free. It's not what it seems when you take a look around. Swear to God it must be found, 'cause the world ain't free. It's not what it seems when you take a look around. They want division in your town.
Families on opposite sides of all these crazy lines. Harsh words being dropped like bombs. Defending crumbling cement shrines and worshiping the idea of Uncle Tom. It's as though we're living in the past. Prejudice, hate, no communication, all circling like buzzards. Animosity invading our newscasts, podcasts declaring war on each other with no weapons. Leaving us feeling puzzled, afraid, and ashamed to come out our house and be who we are. How do we get in such a state? Yo, how can we put an end to all this hate? Questions we all should contemplate.
'Cause the world ain't free. It's not what it seems when you take a look around. Swear to God it must be found, 'cause the world ain't free. It's not what it seems when you take a look around. They want division in your town, 'cause the world ain't But I believe a change is gonna come. So if we stand side by side and we fight as one, we can't let our progress come undone. We teach, we love, and we show our inner light. Cause we only get this one life. But if we don't live it and share it today, the world ain't free. It's not what it seems when you take a look around. Swear to God it must be found. Cause the world ain't free. It's not what it seems when you take a look around. They want division in your town.
So I haven't been on social media the last couple days and haven't really watched the news too much because every time I see something on Facebook, everyone is talking about the George Floyd case. And I think it's a wonderful, beautiful thing. Some people are doing it because, hey, I don't want to seem racist. Or hey, they have all these different opinions on what's going on. But let me give you this fact here. From 2013 to 2019, 99% of the police killings have not resulted in a crime being charged. Let me repeat that one more time. 99% of the killings by police from 2013 to 2019 have not resulted in officers being charged with the crime. There's no accountability. That's what George Floyd happened. These police officers are not being held accountable. Now, it's different here in the George Floyd case because these folks, they lost their job pretty quickly. I think that's a great step in the right direction. But I think it goes deeper, way, way deeper than that. I think to affect change, there are a couple things that probably have to happen. And I'm not going to go very deep into these things. These are just some ideas I've been percolating with. I don't want to just rehash and talk about the problems. I want to begin to talk about solutions. So I think accountability is probably right at the top of the list, right? You kill somebody, you go through the justice system. Period, point blank, no matter what color, no matter what part of society they're in. That's just what it is, right? Number two, we have to begin to build minority business. That's what this is all about. That's what I Am Corey Tucker is all about. This is what Peace and Love is all about. This is what No Excuse is all about. This is what investments are all about. Building minority businesses so that business can have a say-so in what's going on in these communities. So that business can go lobby to the government, and instead of asking for fairness, I'm going to come to the table with some economic dollars and either be a partner or not be a partner. We have to stop asking for fairness. Anytime you go to someone and you ask for fairness, that already puts you in a subservient role. If you want fairness, you go take it. And you take it by holding these police officers accountable. You take it by building businesses so you have an economic stake in everything that's happening within that geographic location. and you stand together, you unite. There's power in unity. You bind together and you say, this is no longer appropriate. We're not going to stand for this. And probably the most important is that we have to get people in leadership, minority leadership, into the government, into the police departments, in the higher levels of government. And we have to begin to make change unilaterally across communities that are struggling. Instead of spending money for prisons, let's spend money on better education. Let's spend money on building minority businesses. Let's spend money on helping single mothers, right? Instead of incentivizing single mothers for there not to be a man in the house, let's incentivize the family to be together. Let's put Black people in leadership that understands what's going on within the Black community and begin to write laws that incentivize the Black community, the Black families, not only to build businesses, but to stay together and to build a community that's going to push past everything that's happening right now. So I could go on and talk about these things, but I think this serves as just a beginning plate to let you know that we are going to tackle and get involved in these issues. Not just issues, it's life, right? So I don't know how we're going to do that. I don't know what it looks like, but you now understand what peace and love is really all about. It's not just something I say at the end of every show or a video. It's truly living a life that's full of peace and love. So I'm going to leave you with this last statistic. There were only 27 days in 2019 where the police did not kill someone. There are 365 days in a year, and only 27 of those days police did not kill someone. I'm sure we're going to talk about this again at some point. The discussion continues to move forward. Please drop me a line, send me a message. If you want to tell me your story, tell me your story. If you think you have some ideas on how to alleviate some of this stuff, please feel free to reach out. I would love to talk about those things and discuss those things with you. As always, peace and love. I will see you soon.
Oh